You guys, what a time it is to be alive today. To wake up in a world where everyone has decided not only were they going to be on time, hey, they were going to come in early. All right? Let me tell you about Ainsley. Because Ainsley one of the pettiest people I know, okay? And just so she could prove a point, even though she knew I had to go find a dress this morning. She knew what I was doing. Okay? But she made sure to log in early and have her iced coffee ready. But she ain't got no iced coffee today. She got her regular coffee today to make sure that she was on time so I couldn't talk no smack. So, Ainsley, I want to say thank you to whatever white relatives you have somewhere in a far distant bloodline. And I just want to thank them for showing up so that you could be early, not just on time, but early. Okay? Hi, Ainsley. How are you doing today?
Girl, the petty behaviors just started early, sister. I forgot about the dress thing, though. To be fair, I did forget about the dress thing.
Literally, I told her last night what I was doing.
She did. She did. I forgot. But I was here on time though. Me and James, we were here. We
Yes.
were ready.
And we're gonna invite someone who is always consistent, okay?
Yeah.
Who helps make us be a better person. And then at the same time, question like, why does James show up every week to deal with us, knowing how we are? And he's just such a blessing because I really can't believe that he deals with this foolishness every week. But we're so happy to just have him here. Hi, James.
What's going on, you two? Hi, Sharonda. Hi, Ainsley. Now, here's the thing, Sharonda. I don't have. It's not that I have to deal with it. It's I get to, not I have to. You know what I mean? I get to
And
be
that's
with
why we
y'all,
love James.
That's why we
and
love you.
and that's why I love y'all. You know what I thought about? Not that we're getting the reunion already, but I have something this morning.
Uh-oh.
Check this out. See, after watching Bri and Priyanka, Ashley and Chris, I had to go take out the trash. So I figured I might as well bring this to represent their behavior. But it's a 13-gallon bag, so we got room for more. You know,
And
to
it's
the
scented. So we don't have to smell the bullshit.
Chris,
Now,
because Chris, you know that hair. He ain't washed that in like 2 days, 3 days prior to that reunion.
Ooh.
Ugh.
He really just looked like Flynn Rider to me.
I don't know. I feel like the girl's kind of doing something for him, though.
You think so? I don't know. No,
Don't
it
piss
doesn't work.
me off, Sharon. Don't piss me off this early in the game,
No?
girl.
I don't think so. You know what he was going for? He was going for, I'm in my redemption era, so let me grow my hair out, change my look, and I've changed. But then he opens that reunion and doesn't apologize with his opening monologue. So I'm like, nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed other
But
than
you know what?
your hair.
I think he played it right, though. I think he played it
Let
right
me
on
tell
not
you.
talking much. Because there's nothing. What were you going to say?
I'm sorry.
You were gonna apologize for your
I mean,
shitty
but
behavior and your
do you think
small
somebody
size.
really wanted to hear about his apology today? You know what I mean?
That's true. I guess he'll say he's sorry, but we can't really like trust his apology. Yeah, I got it.
But I just want to know is him and Chris and Nick Lachey?
What? Oh, you think?
He was like upset, like he cheated on Vanessa or something. Like, come on, man, Ohio brother to Ohio brother. Like,
I just think that the behavior was just like somebody should have checked it. So I
I
think
agree.
that he felt compelled to check because as a man, how do you watch another man behave like that? Because even the thing that was like about the whole situation that was weird was you literally went over to this boy house to talk to him about the breakup, knowing you was feeling a way about his bitch. Like, so of course, you know, and then you get to this function and you show your tiny ass. So I think that, you know, if Connor wasn't gonna defend his own honor, somebody had to say something. So I felt Nick for that. I agree with him in that moment.
because baby Vanessa had to touch his leg. Like, hey, baby, they didn't pay us that much for you to be acting like that. Like,
I
But
chill
didn't
out.
even
also, where
notice
to
that.
lie? You need therapy.
Yeah, I'm
A
glad he said
makeover
that.
don't fix that. What's going on the inside?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Can we talk about a celebrity that's in the comment section? He needs to be on the
No
screen.
way.
But you know what, Chris? Thank you
Not
for
he
taking
not on the
time.
stream, but he in the chat.
Because you know my
Hey,
man
friend.
he rubbing elbows with Kiki Palmer. Okay.
Really?
That's
Is he
true.
really?
Yes,
He is?
yes, honey.
Oh
He
my
on every red
gosh, that's
carpet that y'all
awesome.
can think of, and I love to freaking see it.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
just
that's
happy
so
he
cool. I
still
need to
knows
look.
who we are. Chris, do you know our names? Do you know our names still?
I know. Are we allowed to be talking about him? Or, I mean, do we need a lawyer?
There's gonna be a cease and desist.
I mean, I think he might.
That's so cool that he got that interview. Oh, I'm just seeing it now. It's so dope.
I'm
Good for
just
him.
saying Steph Curry, Chris Pratt, Rebecca Ferguson, Kiki
Our
Palmer.
boy is booked and busy.
Okay,
And we love it.
He said,
I
I
know.
don't have time for you peasants.
Okay, here we go. Here she go.
We know he's watching us in the creators lounge, just getting ready for
Right.
the next
Having
interview.
a good time.
Oh, he
Like-
said we're not chilling. We were, we're chilling, but
We're chilling. Okay, so actually we got into it because of James.
oh, so,
Take
yeah,
out
the
the
trash.
trash.
Man. That's right.
How did y'all feel about the reunion as a whole?
You want to go, Ainsley?
I mean, I think that, did we really need it? At the end of the day, like, what did we really reunion about? And I'm gonna tell you this, and I told you this because we were on the phone whenever I was watching the reunion. That like audience catching up with the audience shit, they could have saved that. Like, we only care about the people that are sitting on the stage that we just watched go through whatever the fuck this was for the past however long we went through it. Why are we catching up with these niggas? That was pissing me off greatly because I feel like it was just taking away from time with the cast that we were there to see. But I think that they also were doing that because y'all really just wasn't trying to ask the hard questions.
I think you're right.
Because Bri got off like,
baby, it's okay. I'm gonna drive her today. Cause
yeah. So that's what I think.
James,
I would have to agree. I think that for the most part, I'm a little bit higher on the reunion only because Nick Lachey, not Vanessa, she was kind of quiet, but Nick Lachey, he came to play, right? Like he was ready with the questions. He didn't let anyone just kind of, well, outside of Bri, but anyone else, he didn't let them sort of get away with it.
Yes.
And this was his best job hosting. This was a very well-paced reunion, but my biggest issues were what Ainsley was saying, right? The filler moments. So we didn't get Chris Paul shooting a basketball, thank God.
Thank God.
I know, for real. Because I couldn't sit through it. But the thing is, the little filler moments, I think they were there to remind the audience, like, hey, we have sweet things going on. Like there are good things that came out of this season and past seasons. It's not all a mess, but it's more messy than you would expect. So
yeah,
Zach and Bliss's moment, for example, it was trying to break the ice, the little tension, that had happened before
absolutely.
and after it. But what happened? You don't care? I get it.
You
I
had
didn't
good moments with Vic and Christine.
But
That's
they
a good
really
point.
liked Vic and Christine.
But y'all should have just threw it back to them. They're the only couple that the shit worked with, and their love is so cute that it makes me want to be aggressive. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so beautiful. I could just choke the fuck out of both of y'all.
Wow.
Y'all ever had cuteness aggression? Like,
I don't know if I wanted to choke somebody, but sure, this
but I mean,
is
it's just like, it's just so fucking cute. I'm really rooting for them.
Here's my thing.
Me too.
Do I think that this was a better reunion? Sure. Do I think, but also too, the bar was set to hell after last year. Okay.
Yeah.
And I just feel like if you are going to make us wait a whole week to do this, and because it's so easy to find talking points through the internet, I just feel like if you're going to do a reunion, do your jobs, right? That is what Nick should have always been doing. And I struggle with Vanessa because the 1 year when she was like Nick, everybody tried to make it seem like she was too aggressive. So I think she purposely toned down
herself back, yeah.
And so that's why I kind of try to give Vanessa grace. But I felt like y'all also have your favorites. And I feel like a lot of people just get to skirt under the rug because y'all wanted to make Chris the villain, because Chris was not the only villain of the season. And honestly, at least he showed his ass up front before we made it to weddings and stuff. So I still think it was a bad reunion. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I say this. I don't give a flying F. I don't care about Zach and Bliss because I follow them on social.
Right.
So I saw that they were having a baby on social. I don't care about hearing from Lauren and Cam, love them down, but I watch them on social. So
exactly.
Cameron got a book. He's trying to get a sci-fi book, out right now.
Oh, interesting.
Because see, if I want to follow their lives, I follow their lives like I do
on
already.
social media, like anybody else. Yeah.
So I don't care. I don't care about what's her name? Gigi. I don't care about Gigi. I don't care about AD. Because if I need to know you, I follow her.
There's a space for that already. Yeah.
I follow AD. Okay. Yeah. So it's like, just stop. Because the time that you need to focus on the real stuff that is happening, you're not doing that because you asking people that I don't care about what is happening. And I'm sick of it. We've been saying this shit every single reunion. I don't care. I don't give a damn.
Valid crash out, sister. Valid crash out.
If it means that much to y'all, then bring back life after the altar. Because didn't nobody tell y'all raggedy behinds to get rid of life after the altar in the first place.
That's so true.
Yeah. It felt like they were trying to soft launch a podcast, though.
Well, AD's. I mean, her podcast.
But if she's doing that, that's fine. But why don't y'all just have one? She does. That spoils every season.
Then let them go over there.
But
exactly. Stay on that side.
Work with her, but go ahead and just have her do like recaps after the batches, and you can have a partnership with Netflix, and y'all can support her and do all of that. But I'm tired of the filler. I'm tired of the buffer. Y'all let Amber raggedy ass run herself off, and y'all never came back to Amber and Jordan. I'm
not gonna lie, that runoff pissed me off.
She's very quick.
Pissed me clean off. I'm not gonna lie. I turned it off. Remember, I called you. I was like, no.
I was just so frustrated because they actually had the potential to have a 10 out of 10 reunion. Because the way that Nick was asking questions and then all this extra tea that we didn't know about that came out, this was actually an opportunity to have a 10 out of 10 reunion. But because y'all want to have favorites, because Bri, one of your favorites was, I don't know why.
I don't get it.
Because that's your favorite. You want to let her get away with stuff. You want to let raggedy ass mute Devonte, all of a sudden, y'all just let him skate by. Then the hoe tell you that he got a baby on the way, but they live in a completely different state, and no one followed up on that.
Mine's in the timelines on that shit. Basically, just Alex, he was just quiet. Like he wants people to believe that he's a nice guy, but if you talk to him long enough, you see that he ain't shit, which is probably why he said his Doug Funny cousin looking ass up there quietly and didn't say very much anything, because the cartoon character knew he was gonna talk himself into a situation where he's gonna be caught lying. Because he did two different interviews, one with two different publications, and the timelines on both of them are different.
The Alex effect.
Because
you're lying. Yeah.
A cheater, a deceiver, a heartbreaker. And I won't let you back in my life. So I'm taking the house, the car, the kids, and the dog. I want it all. I'm sorry.
Give me all the mic.
Shout out to this channel with the super chat. Please get on Bri, Ashley, and Priyanka, bitch asses.
We will.
Chris Barstein. No, they were
in due time.
In due
time, trust me. Everybody will be touched on. Yeah,
that's true.
So should we just start in the order that they were?
Yeah, let's start on Vic and Christine.
Okay. Because that's what they started with.
They did, and they did it for a reason, because they knew they had to start with like a nice note.
There was a bunch of bullshit on the way after.
But they still lied though, because Nick tried to put words in their mouth about the whole production thing.
I caught that.
He was like, because there were budget constraints, and so they sent. No, you never chose them.
Right.
You never chose them, and that's all it was.
Mm-hmm. And then he slipped
up
a little bit.
Sharonda really got that tea from her interview. I'm sorry to cut you off, James, but that's how Vic basically said, they wasn't jacking with us, and then they called him and was like, hey. Y'all want to go to Malibu? Because we done already sent them niggas. Because I think that's really what it was. They had already sent them to Cabo and saw that, oh, none of this shit is going to work out. We got to get one couple in here that's gone and just hit them with a quick. The timelines for the trip may not have been the same.
No, it wasn't, because he said that basically, they go through the experiment like everybody else. They have the couples, but they pick and choose which couples they'll actually follow. And they said because the other couples kind of overlap, because I guess the Chris and Bri of it all, like, and all of that stuff, they went with the other couples. They said that they just randomly, they were still like dating. They said they were going to elope. And then they were like, hey, they just randomly called to check in. I'm assuming after the whole Jess and Chris thing happened. And I'm sure they were like, hey, how's everything going? They're like, oh, it's great. We're still together. We're actually going to elope. And then they were like, oh, no. Don't elope. Hold on. Let me see what I can do. And then they were like, oh, these people actually love each other. So let's put them on the show.
Real
now.
bad.
That's why you got all the iPhone 8 cameras.
Yeah. It gave very much just, we going to do what we can to just throw some shit in there. Because they have to have at least one, like, golden couple.
You need it. And if you don't, then it's a failure, right? It would be a failure.
What would be the point if you just put a bunch of, if it was just that other shit all season? You know what I mean? So
last season, no one got married, right? So they don't want a repeat of the couples failing. And I do think, to your both of your guys' points, is like the Nick Lachey let the truth slip out a little in the reunion. He was like, never before has production followed 7 married couples. But I'm like, wait, why did he overemphasize that? Because he said it again later on in the reunion.
The couples don't get chosen. Like, people get engaged and we'll never know. And then it's because production probably felt like, and they probably felt like Vic and Christine, Christine said it, we're boring because we just love the Lord and we love each other.
And we love each other. And we love the Lord together.
We know that can't fill your TV show. Now if I was Vic and Christine, I would be asking them for more money on the back end, since I basically saved your experiment.
100% saved it.
Yeah.
And not only that, if it wasn't for Vic and Christine, Amber got married and stuff with Jordan, like on camera during the season, but then by the reunion with her storming off and everything, imagine if there's no weddings, everyone's divorced, everyone's broken up.
2 seasons in a row.
2 seasons in a row, you run the risk of not being excited for like a Love is Blind Miami or New York, because who cares?
Because these motherfuckers are just, it's not working anymore. Yeah, they have to have that for the storyline.
But y'all licensing real songs now, but you ain't got no money.
No, the music budget though, is the best part of the season.
And if the music budget is there, then the budget to take these couples to have 7 couples, y'all just have never had. I don't know, because I'm thinking back on last season. I guess some of the couples did kind of feel like they were gonna make it, but was I convinced that anybody was gonna get married last season? I don't think I was. I don't think I was convinced that anybody was gonna really make it.
Pretty confident no one was gonna make it.
Yeah.
And I kind of just felt, other than Vic and Christine, I felt the same. Like, Amber and Jordan, they had me fooled.
For a minute, for a quick
minute. You called it, but I felt like, and I still feel like that. I think that Jordan really loved Amber, and I think that there's a version of Amber that loved Jordan, but I think that Amber just got a lot of fucking work to do.
There's a sober version of Amber that Jordan likes.
There it is.
I believe Jordan said she was blacked out.
Like, I'm not calling her alcoholic or anything like that whatsoever. I don't know her or her life. But Amber was drunk every time we saw her on camera.
And that's just a fact.
She always had a cup in her hand. When they had that argument scene, she walked in the door and said, I need a drink.
Yeah.
Not hello, not how you doing. Where they at? So... I mean, call a spade and serve it up with lemonade, babe. Like, the passing out 30 minutes into a function, we're not going to act like that didn't feel like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and to top it off, didn't Jordan say that he was the best man at his friend's wedding, and she came in face down, blackout drunk? That is bad.
Well, no, he said she came sober.
So it was the reception.
She got drunk at the reception to the point where
the first 30 minutes of the reception.
First come out, then he had to leave her in the car and take her keys because she was threatening to drive back to Mount Vernon. And I just think that Jordan wasn't ready to be married. Jordan wants to party. And I think Amber's party side is what he liked. Like, he was like, oh, well, she has a kid, but she still parties and she loves to have a good time, so that's fine. Jordan just wanted to be somewhere and party. And Amber needs to go to therapy to deal from, what she's been through in her past relationship, since he did say that she talked to him crazy. And it's not like she denied it. She was like, well, you didn't give me time.
Hold on, y'all. I'm going to get my food. I'm here, but I'm finna just...
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my food's outside.
But it just...
Sharonda, why'd you not keep going up here?
I'm sorry. You caught me off guard at first. But yeah, like, I just think that Amber needs to heal from whatever has happened before. And Jordan just needs to mature and grow up.
It's true, because wasn't Amber, she kept saying this over and over again, I hate you, Chris. Chris, you're trash. Like, we get it, girl. Like, you have a lot of past trauma with men, but to just trauma dump on Chris, he can't be the root of your aggression on the show, your issues on the show. To your point, she needed help off camera, and she needs to get that help, because her daughter is going to watch this back and grow up and think, oh boy, mom was like this. Like, maybe that's why I don't have, stable father figure. And hopefully she does eventually, but it's not happening now.
But here's my thing, because Amber did bother me because she kept trying to give Jordan a way out. But wasn't it a thing where they said on the show that they had both decided to say no?
Yes.
But then she said yes. So then he was like, well, fuck it, yes.
Yeah, it was the same situation as Mike
yes
and Emma.
First, I thought.
Oh, he said yes? I thought she said yes. Well,
no, she said yes
because
first.
When he said yes, the whole crowd was like, that's why everybody was shocked.
Because he was the last one to say yes.
He was. Yeah.
He was? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But she said that they had a conversation and niggas was gonna say no, but I guess she felt filled with the Holy Spirit when she got up there.
I think she was trying to make Jordan look bad.
Well, with something. But...
I think she wanted to make Jordan look bad and make her look like the good person. Like, if they decided they were gonna say no, she thought that he was still gonna say no. Like, even after she said yes. Like, that's what I truly believe what it was about. But I also agree Jordan wasn't ready to be a father.
No.
But he said the dark
he stepped into it though. I think that I don't know. And not to side with the man. No offense, James, because I'll side with you any day. But the idea of siding with a man just really grosses me out, right? But I do feel like he rose to the occasion. But I think that if every time I'm talking to you, I am having to fix and repair damage that I did not do, if you are constantly charging me with the sins of the last motherfucker, I'm not interested in going all in with you. I'm not ready to move with you. I'm not ready to make that commitment with you. I'm not ready to give up that lifestyle. I think that Jordan would have fell right into it. I truly do. Because I think that Jordan really cared about her. But if all I'm doing is arguing and fighting, we watched her do it. We watched her do it at the mixer thing. She come home, she get a nigga the silent treatment like a child. And then when she was ready to talk to him, because I'm all for it, let's take some time, let's get our thoughts together. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But then when you have a conversation with him, you immediately throw him into, oh, well, you just like everybody else. You literally heard him like he got punched in the gut. He was like, ugh. And then it never stopped. Every time from that point on, it was always, well, everybody else, anybody else wouldn't have wanted to be. I don't want to deal with that, bitch. You need therapy. You don't need a man. Yes. You need a therapist. And that's just the bottom line. I wouldn't have committed either. I'm sorry. Yeah. I just wouldn't have.
No, I'm with you. And he even said it best. He's like, I can't always try to heal a heart I didn't break. And I'm like, that was a bar, Jordan. I don't know.
It's not my heart. It's not my heart to heal. The work is yours to do. Look at Jess. That woman went through something and she picked her shit up. So now she can receive love fully, because it's not like you can go through something and use it as a reference point. So when you start to see similar behaviors, you know what I'm saying? But just to keep charging him with some shit that don't have nothing to do with him, that's crazy. We watched you weaponize your child on that stage. This man ain't never dated a woman with a child, and you expected him to know how to properly break things up. He didn't know.
Yeah, that's right.
He didn't know.
Yeah, but I mean, he also, girl, if that man wasn't even living with you and stuff, he wasn't serious either. Like, he could say it wasn't the daughter, which, yeah, it's not. Because if you're not there, like, you didn't have to be a father anyway, because you were never actually there.
So
But
how am
I
I
think
supposed to know to come and sit her down and have a conversation with her?
no, but I do feel like Jordan, how you marry and y'all don't live together?
That was weird, right?
But
It is
that's my whole
weird.
point. If all we're doing is arguing, why in the fuck would I pack up my life
I
to move
agree.
in with you?
I
Why would I
agree.
do that?
But
And
also
that was
too,
clearly happening before
but if
while they
you're
were
not
taping and we just
making the
didn't see it.
effort, yeah, but if you're not making the effort to come here, like she said, you wanted to be where you at and you got to party Monday through Friday, go to the bars and do stuff, and then you wanted me to come on the weekends to be a hole for you to stick your thing in. Like, what is that doing for me?
I mean, I just don't feel that because I just see it as I'm not packing my life up with nothing. What he said is what I believe. When he said we talked about it, you said you were gonna work on it, and nothing ever changed. I'm not packing my life up. I don't
But
give a fuck. Feel
I'm
how you
not
feel.
disagreeing with you on that. What I'm saying is Jordan never had the intention to pack his life up. He told her
He
that.
never did.
But we
He
don't
literally
know
said
that.
that.
We don't know
No,
that
she
he
posted
if
the
he
text
had
messages.
intentions or not because sister was doing that the whole time. That's
When
what I'm
she posted
saying.
the text message, that's why they were gonna say no, was because he didn't want to move and she wasn't gonna move. That was the text. Amber posted the screenshots of the text
Right.
message. But I feel like even if Amber was treating him right, like my family calls me every week during this time. I don't understand it. But
Are they watching? They might just want to say good job.
we're definitely not watching it. I pray they're not watching. But
Oh,
I
what did I send the super chat?
I don't think he was ever ready to be a father, whether Amber was gonna be nice or not. But I do think that someone brought this up because it was funny how she got on Chris like I still hate you, which yeah, keep that smoke.
I love that though.
But the way that Jordan described at the reunion about how Amber treated him, and then she turns around and screams at him and runs off stage and proved him right in that moment. And I do think no one was on your side anymore after the reunion, Amber. Like you did come off very, and it seemed like even when they asked everyone else that they were kind of like, now these motherfuckers, they was arguing the entire time.
And they just did a great job of never letting us see that all of that was going on. So I was surprised by like the way that they were bickering at the reunion, but you could just tell like it's every day with you because he looked defeated. You know what I'm saying? He looked like,
He
oh,
did
here she
look
go with
like
this shit
he
again.
was just like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and
I'm
tired.
tired.
Do
I'm
you
tired, bitch.
do you feel like Love is Blind could have people with kids?
Yeah, I think it's fine to have children, but the thing is that it's up to the men or the women, because it could be a man that has a baby too, right? That if their deal breaker is no kids, they got to stick with it, because Jordan's red flag for me was, oh, my deal breaker before coming in the pods was no kids. Amber's got a kid. Well, dang. All right, she might be my only match. Like that can't be the reason you get in there, is because you're desperate, and then your deal breaker is pushed off to the side. Because I do think Jordan didn't want to ever really be with Amber because she had a kid already. Like his heart was never 100% in it because of that. So then it just spiraled downward. That was the root of the issue for me, at least in my opinion. So I think that they should let them have kids. Like, sure, I guess that's fine, but it's up to the contestants. Like, you have to make up your mind. If your deal breaker is no kids, it's got to be no kids. And if it is kids and you're okay with it, fine. Then maybe that's not the reason y'all aren't together if you're not together.
And I mean, I guess I just saw it as he was open because he liked her, because he seemed like he genuinely was just open to the idea of having kids. And maybe for the right woman, that's not a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if it was a woman where the relationship was better, because that was his whole thing. He literally said at the reunion, her child was never the issue. Her child was actually great. Me and her mama don't get along. So I can't do nothing with like that relationship if this relationship isn't going anywhere. I don't think parents or having a child is the problem. That's not the problem. The issue is, as far as it pertains to Amber, is you weren't ready to be dating, period. So I think we're making it be about the kids when it ain't really about the kids. It's about her. Like,
well,
you weren't ready.
She tried to weaponize her kids.
You just weren't ready.
The argument, but
yeah,
I mean, I think the F9 says, I think she didn't want to say no in front of all those people and her kids, so she didn't look like the one to quit. And then K Baby said, he said in an interview he didn't know her daughter would even be at the wedding.
He didn't think that would happen?
Yeah, I do. Miss Max said,
Well,
because
I
I
think
thought it
because the
was
way that she
weird.
was keeping her kid away, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't meet the little girl till the day before.
That's a good
So
point.
I think that's fair to not have expected her to be at the fucking wedding because you done had her hidden all this time. You know what I'm saying? So
It's true. And she also didn't she try to give Jordan an out at the altar after she says I do.
yes.
She says, "Well, if you're undecided, I understand."
Mm-hmm.
What are you know something else is amuck. Like y'all said no before and you just said yes to surprise him. Like,
I
come
just got
on.
out some crazy tea about Amber that I can't share until my friend shares it. But
Oh.
We'll talk
So
about
you
it after.
Oh yeah. I'm really curious. Now I'm curious.
I'm
That's
curious.
Alex, I know. End the live, Sharonda.
But
End it.
just
End the
tell us
live.
after.
I'm texting right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I do think that, ultimately both of them weren't good for each other. I do feel like Amber comes off looking worse after the reunion. Not saying Jordan's innocent, but like
No,
she
he's
comes
not
off
innocent
looking
at all.
worse.
Yeah.
She does. I mean, storming off like that is just so childish. Like, oh my gosh, is this how you operate at home with conflict? Because that's bad.
And it felt like you were just losing what you felt like was an argument. So you just tried to do the sympathy thing. I told you not to. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about?
It's true.
Yeah, I didn't understand it, but I was just like, oh my god.
Sharonda's busy. What?
Yeah, I thought I had this on Do Not Disturb.
Well, here, if you
When you
call
put
twice on Do
one
Not
device
Disturb,
on Do Not Disturb, they don't all go.
I thought it was, but I guess not. Let me just.
I love how like Sharonda's getting hit up during this live. Like after just spilling some tea, she's got all her sources. Like, hey,
Right? Everybody's like tapping in.
But yeah, I think that they were never really gonna last. It was never gonna happen for
It
them.
was never gonna let. But I also want them to stop editing shit
Oh no, Ainsley froze.
about them
Sharonda.
that was so surprising is that y'all worked overtime to just give them like this beautiful, I love you, we're meant to be together. Whole time y'all just because I think y'all both be getting drunk if we're keeping it honest.
For sure.
Y'all remind me of a couple that just go to the bar and get toe up together. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that that's what they both gave. They thought they was gonna ride off into the sunset, but sister got a lot of work to do. And that's okay. And she's still worthy of love. I still like Amber. Cause I feel the need to say that. Cause people hear us criticizing Amber and her actions and automatically be like, but no, I like Amber. That's not the same thing. Those things are mutually exclusive. You can like somebody and hold them accountable to their actions.
Sure.
I like Amber. Of all of the girls there, she is probably my favorite because she is a girl's girl. That's the thing that really like, yeah, she don't play when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? And I love the way she looked back at Chris and said, I still hate you. Hell yeah, sister, because I still hate that nigga too. Like, so I fucks with Amber. Amber just needs to work on Amber. That's all.
I think so too. I feel like we're gonna see her like redemption era come up soon.
I want to see that for her.
Yeah, I think so. Especially after this.
I want her to have like a Jess moment where it's like the girls get to ride off into the sunset with a real one. Hell yeah, girl.
That's right.
The work is yours to do. Like,
that's true. Who was after Amber and Jordan? Was it Mike and Emma? I can't remember. Right, Ainsley?
They kind of just threw that shit somewhere. No, it was Bri and Connor.
Oh my gosh, Ainsley.
They went with all the the problematic couples first.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Bri and Connor doesn't come off looking great from this reunion. At first, I'm like he's innocent and stuff, but then you're back together. You're with the girl who said you're
told y'all
Elaine?
he liked the abuse.
But that's bad, right?
Some men like that type of shit. Yeah.
I can't believe it. I personally thought that after the whole like girls trip debacle that I know we'll get into later, that should have been like, oh, maybe you actually aren't genuine. What am I doing? Hopefully that clicks in his mind, but I think they're still together.
He don't have a thought behind his eyes, though. He just like when it comes to Bri, he just act like I'm just here. I just love her.
Yeah, it's like Jimmy Neutron. You remember that episode where they go in between his eyes and it's like the two chimps, like the chimpanzees or whatever. And I'm like, what the heck? This is the symbols.
Just back there, just battling it out.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We can't hear you, baby.
We really can't still
We
hear
can't
you.
hear
You
you,
know
my
why? You
love.
got to go to your settings, Sharonda. If you go to your settings, that little cog, and you
You
go to
been talking
audio.
this whole time.
Oh, dang, has she? Oh, wow. We're in
I
the
thought she
wait
muted it for
phase.
her phone call, and
It could have been.
then
Well, I read your lips on that one. That's a
yeah.
parental advisory warning, Sharonda. Sharonda, can we hear you now? No, I guess it's still muted. Okay.
Are we gonna have to close it out? Wait,
It works now.
I think
there
it
we
works
go.
now.
Okay, so what pissed me off about them just I don't want to make this racial, but I kind of have to make this racial real quick.
Do what you gotta do, babe. We gonna stick beside you.
The thing that bothers me about a white woman like Bri is she is the type of person that will like weaponize her whiteness and like make it seem like the other person's the problem. And we really saw this when it got to the whole thing between Bri, Priyanka, and Britney.
For the girls trip thing.
Because that's what really pissed me off. Well, it pissed me off a couple of things too, because the fact that Vanessa and them didn't think that they should. What the fuck? Oh, that's your rapper. I thought it was something in here. That's your rapper.
No, that's me.
I'm sorry.
That's what happens when you watch Undertone. Ugh.
Was it good?
I don't like horror movies, so I didn't watch it.
It's not as scary as people said it was, but it's creepy. So I think that when the fact that Bri never felt like she needed to apologize to Jess, and even when I asked her, she still didn't feel like she needed to apologize. She didn't even think she did anything wrong. Like the fact that she feels like she can come on and do this whole speech so she can get this good edit. Like, I love Connor and it was always Connor or bust and all of this and that. It's just like,
girl, do you even
just
believe
shows
that
her
though?
privilege as a white woman. The fact that she disregarded Britney when, if I'm going to go anywhere with someone's husband, fiance, buddy, boyfriend, like I'm going to ask you. I'm not asking him because to be honest, I'm gonna be like, well, why are you coming without her anyway? So for Bri to think that it was okay for her to go somewhere with, and you knew, and your raggedy ass knew that Devonte didn't like her. You knew he didn't want to be with her. He probably had already told y'all that, and that's why you didn't say anything. Okay. So at the end of the day, it's like you're trying to make it seem like you're okay and you're laughing like, oh, I didn't know I needed to check in and get permission from you, bitch. Yes, the fuck you did.
That made me so mad.
That made me so mad. But she lacks accountability. Like she dodges accountability like the plague though, because word on the social media curve is Devonte went to try to get back with Ash to try to spin the block on Ashley because I think they talked in the pods. Yeah, that's what they saying on social media, child.
That's his type.
He went really trying to shoot a shot with Ashley, and that feels like a storyline that makes more sense. Because y'all don't really fuck with Bri, because Bri seemed like she stayed to herself. She just feel like whenever they had group settings, she was just a sweet girl there. You know what I'm saying? But she never tried to like be in the mix with y'all. But y'all clearly were clicked up. You know what? And so that's because if this nigga tell me that he broke up with my homegirl, I'm immediately calling my homegirl. Yeah. But over that, he would have never been on the trip. Period. Why is he there?
Connor wasn't there, so why was he there? You know what I mean?
Connor wasn't there.
And Connor thought it was a girl's trip.
And Connor thought it was a girl's trip.
Because it was. He probably just needed a break. But I just think that, and also too, Priyanka, all y'all was talking about how like, oh, Priyanka didn't get no screen. She's a raggedy bitch who is
She's trash. I'm sorry. She's in the mix.
Every time it's some shit, she right there. She's right there every time. Sorry, I didn't mean to call her no bitch. That's disrespectful. I didn't mean to call you a bitch. You ain't shit. Bitch. I ain't gonna call you no bitch. So I just feel like it really shows their true colors. We're all cool. No, you're not. You're not cool. Because I saw like.
And you forgot the worst part, right, Sharonda? Priyanka told Devonte, no, you're absolutely not staying at my Airbnb. And then Devontae's like, well, it didn't get confirmed. And Priyanka said, well, what was I going to do? Let him just live on the streets?
Though.
Yes.
Because that bitch Priyanka feel like she be lying. I think that was just to save herself. I think you was really cool with it because he was a last minute addition. But now that y'all see that y'all not really even protecting each other and y'all throwing each other under the bus, you felt the need to come in and just try to save yourself.
It's true. I know Devonte could have afforded a hotel. He makes $40,000 a month, right?
Right.
But I hate first of
On
all,
on the low end.
but Austin not even Austin expensive, but it ain't that expensive. Like I just think that at the end of the day, the fact that Vanessa didn't ask her, like, why is Ashley even apologizing? Ashley walked away. Like she was the only one. She walked away because like she was just like, this is foolish. She walked away. The fact that Ashley did this whole apology, but Bri, the person who entertained this entire conversation, who y'all were and keep in mind, both of them as couples were close because Connor and Chris were cool. So therefore, Bri and Jess was cool. So the fact that she didn't feel like she didn't even open her mouth to apologize, I can see how that would offend you. Even after seeing how everybody dragged your ass for weeks over that episode, and she still didn't say anything. And that's why I'm sorry. Like, I don't know her as a person, but like
there's a sense of entitlement.
Like that white privileged woman who just don't know what she got to do to come out on top and survive, and she really doesn't care about anybody or anything.
Yeah. So, she was trying to get a good edit on the reunion too, because she's trying to be an influencer now, right?
Well, they gave her a good edit because she didn't have to answer that. She should have been like my question would have been like, Bri, do you have anything to say to Jess? Obviously, she's upset more so because y'all just let this man talk crap about her and you didn't do nothing.
Right.
You sat there and had a long conversation.
Even conversation, sister.
Your fiance.
And I think she got let off easy. And it's to your point. Yeah, I think it's because she's white. You know, that she gets off pretty easy. You know, they push a certain narrative when it is a woman of color.
She knows the way that she shows up in the world. And she used it to her advantage, which is why I think to her heart, she really didn't feel like nobody was owed an apology.
That's true.
No,
yeah.
She didn't.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. But I'm looking at Connor like, do you not love yourself? Because I just don't see how this woman has talked down about you, up, down, upside down, turned you around, like has talked nothing.
I'm talking about your house, your clothes, your car. Yeah. But some men like that type of shit. Some men like those women that they have to chase, that they have to like that. I dated a dude like that.
Oh wow.
Bri was real.
In the interview release, she got a bad edit. No, you gave yourself a bad edit.
What it said, Bri was upset in an interview.
She believes she got a bad edit.
She got a
Look
bad
at this.
edit.
And the entitlement, still the entitlement. Like even when she gets off easy, it's like I didn't get off easy enough.
You know, I didn't get put a great edit with what they could give you. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that you are entitled. You're entitled.
Yeah.
So they can only edit so much. Like
it's true. She feels the type of way though that she got called out on the one-on-one dinner probably with Devonte. You know, I mean that makes her look terrible.
She don't want to be held accountable. Accountability is not something she really cares for.
I mean, is there anything else y'all want to talk about with Raggedy Bri and Connor?
I'm going to be honest. I just think this proves who Bri was all along. And that's why the first red flag was that she wanted a part 3 and 4 or whatever the heck that was with Chris and Cabo. It's like, I wonder why she's pushing that. You know, she keeps pushing for that. She's a homewrecker. She's a snake.
Yeah. And a part of her and the narrative that Chris was presenting to her, the thing that Jess said that I agree with when it comes to Chris is that he tailors his approach to what it is the person is saying that they want. Bri wants somebody to treat her like you're a dumb bitch and you need to be told what to do, what to eat. You know, I'm the one that controls this. And that's what she wanted. So I think that she like entertained that conversation. She kept the door open because he was saying the right things. And she didn't care about, you know, in her eyes, Jess and him didn't work out. So she ain't doing nothing wrong.
That's right.
I do think that she's back with Connor to like keep the influencer image.
Yeah, for sure. She's posting a ton of stuff. Yeah, you know, like trying to become an influencer.
Like him. She don't like Connor.
No,
Connor is just a easygoing. Connor just exists.
Yeah. It's basically this. I think he exists for the idea of her having a marriage, because she even said when Vanessa asked her, what do you envision for you and Connor now? And she's like, I envision us at the altar. Do you? Do you really envision that? Because I don't see that being a healthy marriage, but it is the label of marriage that will help her maybe get more eyes on her account, and then she can get
Absolutely.
all these deals. Ugh,
Because
nasty.
nobody cares about Bri without Connor.
That's
It's
actually
Connor
kind of true.
loving her the way that he loves her that makes people care about Bri. Because Bri is a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Bri is Bri.
You're nasty.
So
Who do we have? I mean, Mike and Emma.
That was actually a very interesting segment because I was like, oh, you both agreed that you would say no. That actually makes a lot of sense.
a lot of sense.
He
And
does.
I love the way that Mike was like, yeah, your switch up was too crazy. And if you'll switch up about that, you'll switch up about anything.
Exactly. And it's just like, Emma, you say stuff and you say you're being sincere, but you come off so insincere when you say it.
So
like,
insincere. Yeah.
That's why he didn't believe you, because it's just like,
Yeah.
girl, you're just not a serious person. But I'm happy that she said she's in therapy. I wish they could have asked her more about her own struggling with like knowing her own identity and stuff, but that would have took people actually like caring to do their research or watch the season.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and they really didn't spend no time on them at all, to be quite honest.
Well, yeah, no, they didn't. I think that the one thing for me that I thought was also a red flag for Emma is that she said, well, my yes was a yes to possibly having kids. I was open to it. My yes was to having kids, maybe. Like, she can never say my yes was to having kids 100%. I'm in. It was always like a maybe, or I'm open to it, or the possibility of a family is what I was agreeing to. You can't, a possibility when you get married? Like, no, it has to be a sure thing. I don't get it. So I don't blame Mike for saying no
at all.
I'm not saying he's a saint either.
Yeah, I'm reading this comment. That's why my face is twisted up, because I'm just trying to figure out what.
Yeah, like no one's saying that Mike was a saint, but Emma's just not serious. Like, she let him just get away with it because, I mean, even when she was sitting at the thing, like, well, yeah, yes meant yes for me. But how was anyone supposed to know that? If you just tell someone 2 days ago that like you don't want kids, why would I believe that 2 days later?
And y'all also just said 2 days ago that the answer was going to be no, and then you got up to that altar playing. And even if you're saying yes, it's saying yes to me. You're not saying yes to having kids, and that's the fucking problem. I don't need you to say yes to me. I need you to say yes to the whole institution of what it is that you're signing up for. So what do you mean? What are we talking about? Like, what are you talking about? I wouldn't have said yes to her either. Fuck.
I'm with you. People in the chat are saying Mike didn't like Emma, but I do think he liked her. He
did like her
in the beginning. I think that you know how I feel. Mike and Emma had no reason even making it outside of the pods, personally. Like, so that's my whole thing to begin with. But my thing is, the only thing y'all ever talked about was kids. Y'all didn't talk about anything else of depth. Like, really, you gave him his out at the beginning, which is why I was just like, you should have never proposed to her in the first place, because she told you what it was. But the fact that Emma wanted to keep going back and forth their entire time, they're both wrong. They both had no business being with each other. And I guess, to be honest,
because the fact that in the pod she still was like unsure, like, but I don't know, because even in the pod she kept making it seem like she was open to it.
She did.
It's just when they were together for a long enough period of time, now you see that, oh no, this bitch is just saying that because she knows that's what's keeping me.
They wanted to be on TV.
I agree with that. Mike
I agree with that too.
Wanted camera time. I agree. I think that Mike liked the potential of her in the pods. Emma very clearly was just trying to get out of the pods because her number one wasn't even Mike, it was Connor. And when he picked whoever when he picked Jess, then all of a sudden it was always you know what I'm saying? And so it just went the way that it was gonna go. I think that a lot of people just wanted camera time.
I agree. Now, I do agree that they wanted camera time and they handled it badly. Because if you want camera time, don't you think you're going to make the most of it or get the most people to talk about you? Like, they didn't deliver anything spicy at the reunion. It was just basically what we knew, which was they didn't align on kids. Yeah. So
I just like the way that they had the conversation because it was very mature. You know what I mean? Like, I love the way that Mike explains why he said no, because I would have said no as well. Like,
I do think this would have been a great pairing.
Huh?
I do think this would have been a great pairing. And I think she would have
have
kids with them.
I could see that. I could see it because they're both like soft-hearted, like they both need to be coddled, I think. Like they're empaths, so I could see it working better.
I think
You're
they would
just
have been a great parent, but if we can't agree on that, I don't want to spend my whole life trying to convince you. Cause you shouldn't do that. If it's no, then it's no. Like if she don't want to have a kid, I think that's okay.
yeah.
I think Chris definitely wanted camera time. He thought he was gonna be a
Oh,
viral villain.
100% he wanted to be viral. Oh my gosh.
So how did y'all feel about his apology and the thing with Jess and yeah?
So here's my thing. If you are genuinely sorry, that would be the first thing that you think of to say in the monologue moment they gave him. Like, the floor is yours, and no apology was given. It was
Yeah.
until Nick Lachey kept pressing him, and then he's like, Connor, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's because Nick Lachey basically told you to apologize. Like, you're a
Yeah.
little kid. Like, I don't get it. For me, he's not genuine. Chris is not, like, I do pray that his heart changes and like it has changed, that he's not treating women this way. But
He
I
is.
always take people for who they are in a moment of vulnerability, sometimes like this, where they're given the opportunity to right their wrongs. He had time to think about this and prepare for this. And the first words out of his mouth were not, I'm sorry. It was an excuse. So I don't.
And then just
take
sat
it.
there.
He
Nick
actually
said,
did.
"Is that it?"
You're right. He
Yeah.
actually just sat there. And the thing is, I don't even think he was fazed by people piling on him. If anything, he was probably like, whatever.
I mean, you had the
And
whole
to take
world
it a step
piling on
further.
you, so
Wait, what was you saying?
you had the whole world piling on you. So what's y'all doing it? Like I got the whole world hates me. So
Yeah.
what y'all gonna do?
I don't even think he was going into this trying to be a viral villain. I don't think that that's even what his intentions were. I think that when he saw that lady's house, when he went into that lady's house and saw that lady,
Mm-hmm.
I don't need you. A tiny little man like that needs to be like, you know, a little mini man like that, he needs to be needed. He needs to feel like, you know what I mean? Like he was insecure. And so when he saw, oh, this bitch she don't need nothing. Which if you're smart and if you're in a relationship, you want to be in a relationship with somebody that don't need you, but wants you. You know, I think that that's how you get to have just like a really good relationship. But I think that seeing that he didn't measure up in any stretch, that really set something off in his spirit that really woke up the demons inside of him. And so he just couldn't handle that shit. And the camera so happened to catch it.
I do agree with this. Like he should have already apologized. Like it should have been like, hey, have you tried to reach out? And it should have been like, hey, I tried to reach out. You know, I wrote them a letter or sent them an email or sent them a DM, like whatever.
Yeah, but we know he wasn't genuinely sorry.
No.
Exactly.
Nick made him apologize to them.
He like low broed him. He basically did that.
Yeah. How did y'all feel about Jess and her new boo? Because people got issues with him.
He's interesting, but I don't know enough about him. He was in the Meet the Cast, wasn't he? Like he was in the Meet the Cast video, and he was like, I'm a doctor.
Eyes, he was never there. I'm sorry to this man.
I love the fact that you're like, were they in the pods?
I feel like y'all are just spawning people in out of no fucking where. I've never seen that man. But I don't see what the issue is. I don't know enough about him to have no issue. I like the way that he poured into her. It seems very genuine. She seems very smitten by him, even on social media. Like, because I follow her on IG. Like, they seem to be really rocking with each other. I think people just like to have issues.
I think his fellow sisters, his brown sisters.
Oh, what?
Like he was just, I don't know, like he was just trying to prop up a white woman or something like that. Like,
I don't know if they're in a relationship together. I mean,
what am I supposed to do? I can't help that the lady white.
I'm just telling you what.
I don't know his dating history to know if he's.
That's true. If his dating history.
And then it comes to a conversation because I feel like this is the issue with like the Cross series too, is that a lot of people see the interracial relationship and make it be this like race thing when it's not that all of the time. Sometimes you just love somebody who so happens to be not the same race as you. It doesn't mean death to your entire race. It just means that that's just what it is. So I don't know. You know, like what if his preference is just white women? What if that's just what he preferred?
I thought the speech was cute, but I could also see how some people might think it was a little bit performative. I can see
it. I can see that side. Yeah.
Because he was definitely trying to to let little buddy know, like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah,
But
he was laying it on thick because she was just getting off of being like in the middle of this mess. She's been like, unfortunately, she had been the victim of Chris's like disgusting, like,
yes,
hey, I want to be with my number 2 option, so she feels like a throwaway. So he was really laying it on a little thick, but
trying to reassure her. She was clearly agitated too.
Yes. And I like that. I'm a fan of like when your partner speaks life into you, because, and this is like even outside of romantic relationships, it could be friendships, right? Like your friends don't know how proud you are of them unless you say it.
Yep.
Like you have to say it. You have to use your words.
Agree.
So I liked it. I will say, like, to the people who are like criticizing them already, I don't know. We just got done watching a reunion where we have all the evidence we need to criticize other people like Bri and Chris. Jess and Harmon
why are we worried
have
about
not given us anything.
We don't even know. We don't know them. We don't know what their dynamic looks like. Yeah. Might I suggest BetterHelp.com to you as well? Because
sponsored by?
I think it's just too invested. Like, why are you already upset?
I agree.
We just found out that they was a thing. Why are you already upset?
Hey, I was what the girlies was saying.
Just to be angry all the time about relationships that don't have nothing to do with you, breathe. It's too much.
It's true. Yeah, that Netflix puzzle nonsense. What the heck was that?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was. They just be out there just throwing stuff at the wall, trying to see what sticks. Let's just do some new zany.
They're one step away from like a Sudoku mobile game next week or next year to like, come on, bro.
Netflix games. Who am I missing? Is it just Britney and Devonte? Oh, Alex and
Ashley.
Alex was giving her that smoke though, which I kind of liked a little bit because
he was giving her that smoke because this was his moment to get his lick back from the altar.
Yep,
it was. Exactly. But I also felt like, I mean, girl,
he waited a year for that. He waited a whole year to be able to say, "Oh, you thought you ran me down at the altar? Well, let me tell you what I think. Let me have my moment."
That's it was no fun to even go back and forth with them because it was just like Alex gonna stick to his lie or his long speech, and is for what? My man didn't even want to dress up, so
my man came in his motherfucking work clothes. He said
he came straight from the mall. You know, he was just hanging out.
But I do agree. The thing I respect about Alex is he still gonna be the same no matter what. Like, so it's just like nobody can really argue with him because you're not gonna get him to sweat. You're just not.
Yeah, but you know, I've met a lot of guys like that. You know, I've seen them in school and stuff, and yeah, they don't switch up. But I really don't have to like their personality and like who they authentically are, because he was still trying to defend himself so much so. Absolutely. And then it got a little weird where he's like clapping back at Ashley, and I'm like, okay, time out, dude. Like, you have no ground to stand on. Like, you've been lying this entire season.
But
exactly.
I like yeah. Do it. Like, because what he did, he was, what did he say? That's like, you didn't even shave. He was like, because I'm gonna do that when I'm marrying my wife. And she was like, it was your wedding day. And she was like, but I didn't see a wife. And I was just like,
when he said that, I thought, whoa.
Ooh.
But then why did you bring your ass to the aisle if you didn't see a wife? That's where, like, the sassy shit, I guess, is cute if you just like a sassy nigga. But it's like, bitch, but if you didn't see a wife, why did you even get there?
Here's my thing about this, though. Now, we can't give everybody. Amber and Jordan said they was going to say no. Mikey and Emma said they was going to say no and went to the altar. So, I mean, at this point, because everyone gets fined if they don't go to the altar, everybody going to go to the altar. Like, that's just what all
you had crumbs in your fucking hair.
He said he didn't care, honey.
Even if you didn't shave, you could have gave a fucking enough to get
your crumbs I'm going to take this free apartment as long as I can get it.
Right, because I'm homeless.
That's a great point.
So I'm just like,
homeless. I just don't always be on forever. Fuck Alex. I'm never gonna deride him for any reason because you're just.
I'm not deriding him, but I mean, I have to respect that no one has been able to break him yet. Like, he is going to stick
right because he believes the lie. He believes his lie, and that's what you're supposed to do.
That's right.
If you tell yourself the lie long enough, you'll believe it.
Correct.
How no women come out. I said because I don't even think anyone will want to embarrass themselves like that to say.
That's actually a good point, Sharonda.
He's gonna stand on. He's gonna stand on that to the death of him.
Yeah.
So what would be your reasoning for coming out What would be your reason?
Y'all not gonna talk smack about me. I'm gonna take that to my grave. You'll never know I dated that man.
That's true.
And that's the other thing with him. I just would never tell nobody that shit out loud after he
Never, ever.
acted like that.
Never, never, never. Sorry. Oh no, not the gospel version. The
I
hood.
was going for the Marvin Sapp. You know. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, it's a hood version.
I agree. He is the best example of a red pill man.
He is. That's hilarious.
Forever alone, babe. Forever in the basement somewhere, looking sweaty.
Playing soccer with Devonte.
It went up.
Yeah,
but I still can't see.
I don't think Ashley's as innocent though either, because of the whole like Austin trip with the concert and stuff. She's not a girl's girl. I don't think she's as innocent.
When they got to them, I was just like, I really don't care about y'all, to be quite honest. Like, I
I don't
don't.
blame you. I know.
Dang, y'all just let me have Ashley lips like this the whole time.
I can't see your lips.
You have Burt's Bees?
No,
because I have the chat bubble up, so it's like the squares are small.
Do you use Burt's Bees, Ainsley?
Friend.
You don't use Burt's Bees, Ainsley? We're not going to get that sponsorship? Okay, that's fine.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't, but I will.
We're trying to get so many sponsorships for season 11.
I'm really like a fancy girl myself, but if Burt's them want to slide on down to Funky Town, hell yeah.
Let's
I
go.
don't have no problem with them. I used to use them in like high school.
I get it.
Cause chapstick, no shade, but I feel like they just leave like a.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and I don't love that.
I know. I gotta make sure I use it though, and I gotta use CeraVe. You know, like I can't walk out the house with my elbows and my knees dry. Like it's not happening.
I love that.
Thanks.
This is my I don't know why it's sitting right here.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. But you don't know why it's sitting there.
Let's go ahead and put our ads up. Shoot, sponsor us.
Right.
Oh, I've heard of them. Sharonda, I think I've heard of them.
Sponsor us.
Canada Dry, yes. They have one for Christmas time.
Cherry what?
Baby, let me tell y'all about this little fruit splash, okay? This cherry ginger ale, all right? All right?
Period.
Yeah, I like Canada Dry.
Canada might be dry, but your thirst in your throat will feel quenched, okay?
And for black people, it's medicine.
That's what I've heard. You know what's so funny?
It tastes good.
You like red medicine? Is that what you said?
No, this is black people medicine.
Oh.
Somebody said, James, what you know about being ashy?
Well, here's the thing. I come from a family that is white. So like I've seen the white men in our family with ashy elbows and ashy knees. And excuse me, I will not be walking out of the house like that. My hands will not be crusty. Like I can't.
Because as an honorary minority, we just not having that. You're not gonna represent us like that.
That's right.
I have strawberry flavor too. Bri.
You have a strawberry flavor? Oh wow.
Oh yeah, they have a strawberry flavored fruit splash too.
Okay.
I will say every cookout I've been to, there's Canada Dry in every cooler, and I love it.
I'm telling you.
If you ain't got Canada Dry, then honey,
what, are you even living? Are you even living life?
It's true.
Somebody tried to offer me a Seagram's. I said Seagram's.
What is? Oh, Seagram's.
Seagram's.
Don't piss me off.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Please.
That's nasty.
Sorry. Who was the? Oh,
we just got done with Ashley, and
people felt like trying to make the attraction thing a thing because she, you know, Ashley's definitely I thought Ashley was like peak cute white woman. Like that's like.
I thought that's what the hoes liked. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
That's like the Sydney Sweeney, like, you know.
Yeah. It gives very much Sydney Sweeney and that jeans ad. You know?
Oh, I was thinking it. I didn't know if I was gonna say it though.
I thought she was the prototype. I don't really know because I don't be in people's business like that. You know?
I think she was just upset that she let that man play in her face like that, which I would be upset too, honey. To be quite honest.
According to her daddy, she always be letting men play in her face.
And she tired. She's
And
tired.
she's tired.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn! I never plugged this up.
Your laptop? Oh no, not like last week.
Wow.
Shout out to Canada. Shout out to the dry. Shout out to the ginger ale capital of the world.
Canada, whatever y'all be drawing out over there, we really fuck with it. But yeah, I don't know. I think that they're now I'm gonna say this. I don't know if y'all saw that little. I think deep down in the corridors, and this will probably be an unpopular opinion. I think Ashley did all of that, and that's all cool and shit. But I think if late in the midnight hour, Alex still wanted to shoot his shot, she would probably still give him energy.
You know what? I think I subscribe to that theory because she's
like, did you see when it was I can't remember what was happening, and she kind of like nudged him and like you saw that?
I did because
she
made a joke like, like you're lying or whatever, and she said, "No, I'm kidding." And then like bumped him. I'm like,
oh, well, she said we got back together or something.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. So I think that in a secret world where nobody knew, she's still giving him energy.
I mean, she even said it. She's a bad picker of men. So why switch up now?
Why switch up now? You've already committed to the plot. You gotta see it through.
Britney and Devonte.
Oh, that's another.
Because how are you engaged with a baby on the way and y'all don't live in the same state?
Wait, the same state? They don't live in the same state?
He lives in Ohio. He said that she's living in his house in Ohio and he lives in Arizona with Alex. Why they are living together, we don't know because they never asked.
But then he said he never lived with Alex. But Alex said that they do in fact live together. Cause he's been depending on who he talked to, his story is different. There's like 3 different interviews he's done, and his story's been different in everyone.
But I thought on the reunion they said they lived together.
I did too, but
that's what they said, yeah.
In one of the interviews he did, he said he never lived with Alex.
That's crazy.
And then Alex did a podcast and said they did live together. And I don't know why you would lie about that. Like, what?
I was also just like, Alex, you did all of that to let that boy score 5 goals on you.
Well, now we know why he didn't make it.
We really wasn't about that fucking. We knew you wasn't really that serious about soccer.
No, he's not a good goalkeeper. He doesn't even think David Beckham's a great player. Like, how can we respect your opinion?
How?
Well, I will say that, the whole Britney Devonte situation is sad. I do think Britney needs to stop doing the whole, like, I just want to be married thing. She has to get out of that phase of her life because look how it worked out. I mean, how it didn't work out because Devonte is literally with a whole other woman, got a baby on the way. And that was the first time Britney heard about it.
Yeah.
I think the question when people say stuff like that, I always ask them like, so what qualities do you want in a husband? Because when people choose people like Devonte and they stay and they deal with that, it's given you don't even know what you want. You just know you want a husband, but you don't know what qualities you want in that husband. Because if you do, you will be making sure that whoever I'm with, they need to live up to these qualities. So if they're not doing that, then that's not your husband, and you need to walk away and move on with your life. And so that's the problem. And I kind of fought like her parents and stuff too, because it's like there's no if my mom, if I would have brought Devonte home to my mother, she would have said in front of him, and she would have been like, I don't think you're interested in my daughter. And she would have said just like she told women that they brought to the house, like, my son is not marriage material. You should not be looking to marry my son.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way there's no way that her dad met Devonte and talked to Devonte, even how Devonte was acting unenthused by everything that was happening at the dinner table, that you thought that he should marry your daughter. So I think the delusion runs in the family.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful or just come off like I'm trying to, just be mean, but I'm just saying, like, there's no way that anyone saw how Devonte acted when he met her parents and would say that I want my daughter to marry them. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I
agree. I think that I'm sorry, what was you saying?
No, go ahead, Ainsley. It's okay.
No, I was just gonna say, like, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Nick ask her that? Was it like, didn't he ask her something like, were you in love with Devonte, or did you just want a husband?
And she lied.
Yeah, and she made it seem like, it was him. But I honestly think it was just she wanted to be married. And I think that her dad was cool with it because you just want to see your daughter be married because that's what she want real bad.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And you kind of like pushed those feelings of I'm not sure, because if you asked him, do you really want to marry my daughter, then I think there's a version of you that felt like, nah, he full of shit. You know what I'm saying? But you
I see
just,
what you're saying.
because he said, did you lie to me when I asked you, did you want to marry my daughter? So you knew that boy ain't wanna, you knew, but it is what it is.
You're right, Ainsley. And I almost feel like isn't her father on TikTok or something like that? Yeah, right. Didn't we talk about this? So how is he a better influencer
He
than
on
Bri? Because
TikTok.
he is, and he's a better influencer than Bri because he came to that reunion correct, and he even had his little moment and stuff, and he said, "Are you okay?" And Devontae's like, "I think I am." He's like, "It doesn't matter what I don't care. Tell me, did you lie to my daughter? Did you lie to
Yeah.
me?" And it's like,
Yeah.
whoa, where are you? Where was this energy when you should have been grilling him at the family meeting?
And you still did it with love. You
He
still were
actually
like
did
very
though.
gentle. I just want to make sure you're good. Devonte said he felt like it was performative.
Oh, interesting. I don't know if
Mhm.
that's performative. I think that was probably the first time her father could actually get a word in and like wanted to stick up for her daughter or his daughter in
Mhm.
public like that. So I think he was probably feeling that type of way.
I don't
I
know,
just,
because it felt like the energy that we saw at the dinner table. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get performative because the daddy seemed gentle like that the first time. And I appreciated him not like going in on him like he could have for playing with
mhm.
his daughter. He still like led with love, but you know, some parents are passive and just want their daughters to be happy. Unfortunately, it ain't my parents.
Yeah.
My mama don't care.
Mm-mm.
Is your mom going to make an appearance on live one day,
My,
Sharonda?
no, they live in a different state.
I'd love to get their
Girl,
perspective.
you can get them the Zoom link.
She made a phone appearance before when she tried to say that she didn't used to leave me at home by myself when I was 8 or cook food by myself. She tried to say that wasn't true. And I was just like, girl, I know you're not gonna lie like that today.
I
She
don't
was
know why
like,
parents do
why?
that.
They do that. They just be having
They
selective.
try to tell you that your memories are incorrect.
Yeah.
Girl.
Gaslighting.
My mama be doing that shit too, and I'll be like, I'm not finna do that with you because you're not gonna tell me.
It's just crazy. Like this,
Is
like
it dementia?
it's
Should I be worried?
I'm not laughing at that, I promise.
For real. She'd be like, oh girl.
And I really felt like the way that Nick was going in on Chris, he should have went in on Devonte. And I hate when Devonte tried to take up for Bri. Like, now he did crack me up when he said, "Well, this is the most energy I didn't seen you have the whole season." And I was like, he deserved that straight. He deserved
did.
He did deserve that.
He did.
Yeah.
Because you sat there looking dumb as hell, and when you standing there fucking leaning up against that damn post,
yes, I was
just really talking your shit, really popping your shit about, like, that's when we saw the glimpses of like who you were.
That's true. That's so true.
Somebody said we all had the key.
These
I saw
kids
the
don't understand. These kids don't understand how good they got it, bro. They really don't, y'all. Like, really sit and think about it. Sit and think about it. These kids be getting gourmet meals. How you know what sea bass is as a kid? I didn't know what sea bass was till I was a
grown ass woman.
I was probably in my 30s before I had sea bass, and they just getting it for lunch and dinner and
lobster.
And I'm like, these kids, they just got it too good. I'm sorry, but like I used to go to school with a bologna sandwich, y'all.
I actually did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a lot of bologna sandwiches growing up. You're absolutely right.
There's no more because of that. Okay.
I ate lunch at school. My mama wasn't doing the sack lunches unless it was for like a field trip or something.
Oh well, no, that's if I pack my lunch.
Yeah, I was about to say, and I'm never getting up in enough time to pack my lunch. So I started working at like 16. That was like what I wanted for my 16th birthday.
Yeah,
so I just always had money.
I could and couldn't have. I got a job. I was like, I'm gonna have my own money because I'm sick of this.
Yeah, same. I want to buy my own school clothes.
Oh, right.
Vikenna, thank you for a super chat. Did y'all clock how her dad was hinting towards Devontae's possible self-hate with his racial identity?
I did not actually.
Why didn't we ask him, like, why weren't you, like, we didn't get to the more I think about it, the more, like, we can't say that getting the bare minimum was a good reunion. I'm sorry. We just can't. We can't.
I said that. But here's the thing. And I don't even know that if it was because I clocked that he told him that he wanted him to heal from whatever it was. And that really like affected Devonte. You could tell that they clearly had like some kind of private conversation. But we don't know if it was like anything to do with his racial identity or if he has issues with like because he could have daddy issues because there's clearly animosity towards his dad leaving his mom. He hinted at that at the beginning of like when we were first meeting him, so we don't know if it has anything to do with his racial identity because they didn't go into it, but they definitely I mean he did say, you know, I want you to heal, I want you to work through. So the daddy knows something and just was not putting it all out there. And because our hosts aren't the best hosts, they didn't ask him to elaborate on that. What was that? Because I would have been like, what?
But they didn't even ask about he had never dated a woman of color either.
Yeah.
They should have brought that up. I wish they did.
They should have brought that up because I think that it was like why you treated her the way you treated her. You just weren't attracted to her.
Exactly.
Everybody keeps asking about age of attraction. Thank you for the super chat, Amanda. Love y'all. Can't believe the season's come to an end. Excited for future lives with y'all. Gotta go.
Oh, we love you.
Have
Amanda.
a good day, my baby.
Bye, boo.
I might actually start covering Age of Attraction. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. I reached out to Leah.
I interviewed them.
When is that?
I mean, I asked spoiler questions, so I gotta wait till the season's out.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, but Age of Attraction is very. It has poor. It only just came out.
Yeah, it came out
it's not
2 weeks
even
ago.
Fully out. It's only the first.
Yeah, it's only okay. So I will say the first 3 episodes are very boring, and honestly, you can really skip through the first 3. You only need to start at 4, to be honest.
Stop telling people that.
I know, Ainsley. Like that's what we were talking about like 2 weeks ago.
This girl is fucking toxic. Please.
I'm telling y'all, if you're struggling, go to episode 4. Just go to episode 4.
Just a harbinger of chaos. I feel like it's the equivalent of the pods. Them first 3 episodes.
That's what it sounds like.
So once they have the actual people, then it's good. And I hate that people are judging it the way I judged it. And I told Nick, I was like, I definitely judged your show. I'm not gonna hold you because I thought it was just gonna be a whole bunch of like old men wanting young women.
Yeah.
But I actually did appreciate them having like older, to see how the older women with younger men reacted versus the older men with younger women. It was insane. But yeah, I was definitely shocked by Jorge's age. But then when
Jorge kind of fine though, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, James. I'm sorry you have to act like that.
Hey, listen, Jorge got you feeling a type of way, so I don't know.
And I don't even like old men like that, but I like that autistic man.
I will say it did I felt more uncomfortable with the older men with the younger women, personally.
I hate that. I think that's so weird.
It's that all across the board.
Too. I think if you just watch it like all these people are literally just doing this to be on TV, it's okay then. Because it's just like, are they really going to end up, are they really going to stay together? Because I think for me, because most of the people are in different states, I was just like, I don't take none of y'all serious. I'm just going to watch entertainment.
Because people were like, nobody was really in the same space with the people that were matching. But the other thing is, I think for me is I'm not thinking about because often when you see couples with these large age gaps, the number one thing be like, well, when that person was first born, you were already, but they didn't meet then. Like they're together now as grown consenting adults. So if I compartmentalize it like that, even though it freaks me out, I can handle it a little better. Because I just don't get the whole, like, what do you see in somebody that's 30 years your senior? Like,
but that's the point. You didn't know their age when you got to know them.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's the whole thing. But
my issue was just more so, like, some of these men have kids. And I was just like, how can a kid be your kid's stepmama?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because that one dude, yeah.
You talking about Andrew and Libby?
Mm-hmm.
I asked him. I was like, did you really think Libby was finna be like a stepmama? He was like,
To some kids that she only like 6 to 7 years.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
she's like, because she's 22, so she's like 8 and 10 years removed from his kids, his daughters, his teenage daughters. Yeah, so I just said like, and then she got mad at me because she was like, well, he's not looking for another mother. He's looking for a girlfriend. I said, oh, okay, girl, excuse me. Excuse me.
Because mind your business.
I said, but also too, you're going to be their stepmama. Whether you, like.
Right. The kid's never going away.
Okay.
Dang. Nice, Sharonda. I like that.
But that's the interesting thing about it, because that just shows that, like, you're not really, your thought process isn't even like somebody, you know what I'm saying? You're just thinking about being a girlfriend. So what about if this thing go all the way to the top?
That's what I'm saying. So I was like, whatever. Like, y'all not finna stress me out today in this interview, but it still don't make sense. So I just said, like, and then the other dude, Derek, he was like, because he has a 5 and a 15-year-old, and he's 43 with a 23-year-old. And I said, Derek, like, you had to understand that this is crazy, right? He was like, well, I just tried to be supportive. I was like, yeah, but being supportive, but you're asking a woman in her 20s to give up all of her 20s to go be a mama.
Right. That's where it gets weird for me.
A 5 and a 15-year-old? I would have made it work with a 15-year-old because they're going to be out of the house in 3 years. But 5?
In 3 years? No.
In 3 years.
That's if they be out the house in 3 years, because niggas don't really be leaving at 18 for real.
Yeah, I feel like it's not as common anymore. Yeah.
But with black people, they kick your ass out at 18. You gonna be paying bills, oh baby. My mama said you gonna have to start paying some bills, and I said, "Oh, okay, girl. Well, let me go pay my own bills in my own house. Bye." You think I'm gonna sit here and pay these bills?
I mean, I paid bills just because I was making money, but yeah, my mama do that.
Oh, Ainsley, you make good at 18.
Yeah, just because it's like, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I would be having to pay bills somewhere else. So like I took on like one bill that was always my bill. Then obviously like the phone bill, we've always split that up because we still on a family plan now. But yeah.
Hey, that's the best way to go about it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It really is. Especially with Verizon.
He had me paying electricity.
Electricity is expensive in a house.
If she lives in a big house, it was like over $400 some dollars. I said,
"Oh my gosh!"
I said, "In what world do you think that I'm finna pay that?"
She could at least bust it down with you.
I went and got me a job on campus. I worked for the housing department, and I got a free dorm.
Yeah,
for working on campus. That's so cool. I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
Sayonara, okay? Because you had me effed up in the world, and you thought I was gonna sit here and pay bills? Girl, I'm gonna go be on these food stamps and stay on campus, okay?
Like government cheese. I
to be on food stamps.
Yeah. I tell all college kids, go get on food stamps. Y'all are the poorest people in the world because you can't get no job because you ain't got your education yet. Go get some food stamps while you in college. My roommate, she started eating my food. I said, sweetie, go get in this car because we finna take you to the food stamp office because you think you finna eat all of my food.
Yeah, that ain't happening. But I'm talking about now in present day. I wish I could be on food stamps.
Oh, like, baby, I take the food stamps in a heartbeat.
I would just love that. Nothing would bring me joy because buying groceries.
I ain't so good on food stamps. Name brand everything, okay?
And nothing wrong with it, honestly. I mean, well, if you speak to Alex, he might have an issue with it, but you know.
He needs to be on food stamps.
You shouldn't have it.
He don't vote like he has to be
on
food
stamps. You don't even have a fucking address. So, like, Alex, girl.
Okay. Ainsley, how many episodes have you watched yet, Age of Attraction?
3.
Oh, yeah, I gotta go. Shit.
What happened, Sharonda? Are you okay? Don't scratch. You're gonna hurt your scalp. I'd never scratch. You just gotta. I pat my head now because
I'm not getting a perm today. I'm just getting a wash.
Oh, that's why you have a heart out. Oh, because you're getting your hair. I gotta get my haircut before my trip.
Yeah. Where you going?
I'm going to DC.
What you going there
for? So one of my best friends, he's at HU. So he graduates in 2 semesters, and he's like, if you want to come visit. One of my best friends, yeah, he's black, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We love
Shout out
James.
Nick. I love him. But yeah, no, I'm gonna visit. He said he's gonna take me around. We're gonna visit all the museums, African American History Museum. I cannot wait.
Oh, you're gonna have
So
so
excited.
much fun.
Yes. And then all these different, I'm going for like a week, but them cherry blossoms better be blossoming. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, they do got cherry blossoms. That's where
They do, Sharonda,
They
yeah.
have don't they have like a whole thing, a festival and shit?
They do. And then all the news outlets are saying, oh, it's gonna happen after the festival. I'm like, what? That doesn't track.
I can't support this show. Oh my god.
Oh, that's the Age of Attraction. Yeah.
I just really think if y'all skip episodes 1 through 3 and you go straight to episode 4, I think it would be a much more enjoyable show.
I'm with you. I'm gonna start watching it though.
I'm watching it. I'm on episode 3. These
It
are
does
grown
get
people.
interesting. Like, it does get interesting.
These
And
are
it's like-
grown adults.
Yeah,
So-
like, keep watching, please.
We will.
We do love James. James is just a cherry
thank you.
Oh,
blossom.
James, before we leave, me and Ainsley wanted to ask you a question.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We wanted to ask if you wanted to still do a podcast with us, and then we could talk about imperfect women.
In
He wanna
Perfect
hang
Women.
with a bad bitch. He wanna hang with a bad bitch. Yeah, yeah.
I'm down. I'm down to collaborate with y'all for whatever, honestly. So I don't. What's in
We knew
Perfect
you were
Women
gonna
though?
say that, James.
It's an Apple TV Plus show that's so good, and I'm actually going to be doing recaps. And I know you hoes don't believe me, but I'm for real, for real.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing recaps of it. It's
I'm gonna
like
find it. I'm gonna
it's
find
like think The Undoing, like Big Little Lies, like
Mhm.
that type of
Oh.
vibe, like messy rich white people, and then
Messy rich white people.
because her character rich too, and so yeah, like
Somebody die. It's a good time.
they
Oh
friend
wow,
get
it's got Kate Mara and Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington's in this show.
and Elizabeth Moss, and
Oh my gosh,
Leslie
Elizabeth Moss. And
Joe Kinnaman, Corey Stahl.
Yeah,
So,
the cast is.
The cast is casting. It's
Yeah,
called-
yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
comes
was
out
number
on
one on the
Wednesday?
call sheet for the cast for sure.
Now, K baby, why you bringing up old stuff? Why you bringing up old stuff?
Oh, DTF. Yeah, they were getting on you for
Y'all,
that.
she doing
before.
the best that she can.
Why you bringing up
y'all.
old stuff though?
I gotta see if I can get the season for Imperfect Women then, right? I gotta reach out to my Apple.
Wow.
What?
I saw the first 2 episodes. I'm not plugged in like Sharonda, who's seen everything.
It should be.
Yeah.
You don't have access to the press site?
I do. Oh, would it be on
You
there?
wanna
I
hang with a
do.
bad
Yeah.
bitch? I don't
Yes,
have
I'm
access
gonna
to
be
the press
doing
site.
the testaments.
I
You
tried to
gonna be
get
doing
into
the
Handmaid's Tale.
testaments?
I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, and I be doing Paradise.
And she did
Hey-
Paradise. Y'all give it
Yeah,
up
your
for our
Paradise recap was so
girl.
good.
See,
It was so good.
Exactly.
if we hold our breath, we go, oh my god!
Wow, that is wild.
The disrespect. It be your own people.
It really be your own people. It's like the craziest thing.
Will you
That's
all
wild.
collab on that one on Saturdays? I'm sure, because Saturdays have been working for us.
Yeah, it's up to y'all, to James.
No, yeah, I'm okay with that. That means so I'll be out of town in 2 weeks. So that one Saturday I'll just be like remote. Like I'll
So the first
I
2
can make
episodes
work.
you'll be home because it comes out on Apple Wednesday.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. So I'll be here.
So the next week we might be without James.
And you know
Because
what?
James might be outside with his friend. We can't ask him to be pulled away from his homeboy.
It's crazy because I really expected Rodney and Shayna to be like this, but like the way that all of y'all are just jumping me in the comment section right now is just really crazy.
And
It
let's
is.
just
They're
love on
getting
our
on
girl
you.
because she heard what y'all said and she came and she gave y'all a little sip. She gave y'all Paradise.
She did.
Imperfect.
So let's just love on her. Let's keep her uplifted because if we
Thank
keep her
you.
uplifted, we might get to see more. You know what I mean?
Cause I'm just a
Tuesday,
girl,
she might even be, we might even,
not yet a
there might be some
woman.
other shit that's going on. So it'll be a good time.
What's the rest of the words to that?
What,
You know-
what song were you singing?
Yeah. What song are you singing?
It's like I'm not a girl. No, I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl. Yeah. That's what
Not
you said.
yet a woman.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me see
Wow.
what's the other words.
Well, whatever that means. Period, Sharonda.
What she say?
It's scripted, but it's a series. It's based off of a novel by what's her name?
All I need is time, a moment that is mine. While I'm in between, I'm not a girl. Okay, I'm sorry.
I actually do remember that
Did
song.
you
It's been
look
a
up
minute.
the lyrics?
I did.
Girl, that pissed me off.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, Imperfect Women is a scripted series. It is a book to series adaptation. I don't remember the name of the author of the book.
It's a Rutha. I'm Ruta.
Someone said not a single note or pitch is correct. Oh.
Ooh,
Somebody said what?
Someone said not a single note or pitch is correct.
The Judgment.
Dang.
you know what? That's
Girl.
Girl. They hated your live performance.
I'm sick of this shit.
Girl,
Oh shoot,
they
I do got the
hated it,
season.
sister.
I do got the season. Awesome.
I told
Okay.
you.
Now I'm mad that I only got the first 2 episodes. I'm finna go pout in the corner.
Just apply for the press site.
Yeah, apply for the press site. You should be able to get
I feel
it.
like
you
I
know?
did it, and I feel like I did that already.
No, obviously, you did it.
Or I could have, and they just said no. Because when you apply, that means, you could get denied as well as being approved. And even though, why wouldn't they let a LadyBish in like me? But maybe not. Maybe it's not my time.
Just first get your allies together.
Get your Allied.
I already applied for that.
Nice. Oh, you did apply for Allied to get on the press list?
When we were on the phone many moons ago.
Yeah, I'm saying
you told me to do
get
it.
them together.
And say what? Hey, bitch, what's tea? Like, why haven't I heard from you niggas? Is that what you want me to do?
In many other words, but yeah.
Ainsley, did that girl get back to you about her? No, she didn't. She never said anything about my hair being wrapped up.
Yeah, she's
Ainsley
got nothing to
is such
say.
a vibe. I love y'all. Ooh, this lady phone is frozen because she probably already in the car.
Oh, you're saying well, actually, you're right though, Ainsley, because if the reception drops out. Oh, this happened last time, did it not?
It happened last time.
That's right. So
there she goes. She back now.
I'm
Girl,
about
you was
Yeah.
frozen.
I know. I'm about to freeze again.
Oh, well, she called it. Dang, that was pretty good.
On command is
On point. My
disgusting.
goodness. But yeah, I'm excited to watch Imperfect Women. I love Kerry Washington. I think she's
I'm
incredibly
not gonna
talented.
lie. It's gonna be juicy from the 2 episodes that I saw.
Man.
I'm still here.
Please don't piss me off.
That needs to be on a shirt, Ainsley. It really does.
That shit is funny. Thank you. So yeah, girls is on their way to get their pixie together. Y'all know she don't play no games.
No, me
James,
and
are you Latin?
Ainsley, what do you think? Do you think I am?
I think you are.
Did you
Somebody
call
asked
him
that.
Latin?
That's why I was.
Sharonda already knows. But Ainsley,
Wait,
you
no,
think I'm...
don't you have like a little Italian thing going on?
Yeah. So I'm half Italian and I'm half Greek. I got family in Sicily and I got family from this village in Greece called Megalopoli. So
What's it
yeah.
called? Say that again.
It's
Monopoly?
called no, it sounds like Monopoly, right? It's Megalopoli. Is the name of the village.
Rhonda, please.
What?
I was about to say, have you ate? But yeah, you did. Okay, you ate earlier.
She had her Fruity
Because
Pebbles.
you like to
earlier.
play crazy games.
Me? What did I do?
You like to play crazy games. I didn't see you grab a bag of chips this time. That's why I was like, did you eat? But yeah, you ate when we was.
No, he got chips at the salon.
They thought you was Hispanic, but you just spicy white.
Yeah, I'll take it. I've been getting called spicy white like for the entire season. So
Spicy white is cool.
I'm taking it.
James, are you married?
Somebody asked if I'm married. Not yet. You know.
He said not yet, but he
Not
he
yet.
know where his wife is. He know where his wife is.
He don't have to be in a pod.
I don't need no pod. Okay? I know who my woman is. Shoot.
We're no longer in the
that's
timeline
right.
where James was married. James, were you ever married before?
No, I wasn't. No.
Oh, because I'm about to say, what the fuck? Did I miss something?
Ainsley, you would have been really surprised. You would have been like, hold
I'm
on.
supposed to say, James
Yeah.
Gibb, when he married, he gonna be married till the end of the road. Yeah.
That's right. Oh, that reminds me of that one. No, I can't do that. The Boys to Men song. Yeah.
She's singing it.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that was Sharonda.
Sharonda, why? Sharonda is still being on live. This is the most chaotic fucking live ever.
Just thank God she doesn't have the phone by his steering wheel, because that'd be dangerous.
Right. But week to week, this shit getting more
No,
and more
I said on my
chaotic.
computer. I'm using my computer.
You brought your whole laptop?
You brought the whole laptop.
You stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
You know what?
Amen.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm with it. I'm with it. Yeah.
This girl is fucking insane. We riding scrub on the passenger side with Sharonda.
Sharonda doing Fast and Furious. Actually,
She
I feel
does
like-
have her whole laptop in the car. Absolutely.
and I do feel like Sharonda's car probably is quick. I don't know why. I just have a feeling.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm trying to zoom in on the. Is that a BMW? Is that what that?
On the steering wheel.
see now you tell my business, now, Jay. You tell my business.
It's not that. I'm just good at looking at the logos and stuff.
I'm about to say, girl, we can see the logo, girl.
Hey, wait, bro.
Oh boy.
Here she go.
People got stuff to do today.
Sharonda really has road rage.
It's like you ain't even got your blinker on, bro.
I bet that she has the same energy probably for like everyone. So like this is just not
it's equal
performative.
opportunity.
You're driving all slow, letting people in front of you, and you ain't even got your blinker on. Like, make it make sense.
Yeah, God forbid. But how far are you from the salon? You know, it's not far, right?
Nah, it's not.
That's good. I'm proud of you for having your seatbelt on though.
Always.
Thank God.
Hey, listen, some people though, they'll be taking selfie videos in the car and their seatbelt's not on, and I'm like, excuse me, what's going on here?
That's how my niece is, and it drives me crazy. Like, she has no problem listening to that little ding, 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 ding. And I'll be like, come on.
That's crazy.
Don't upset me.
I feel like that's the equivalent, Ainsley, of like not changing the battery out of the smoke detector.
And I don't see how people do that. I know that that's like a thing, but that little bitch.
It drives me up the wall. Like, I even brought batteries. Like, when I come visit him, I bring the batteries.
Because I can't do that.
Why is he fastening my safety, my belt on? Dang, the computer.
I'm about to say the computer, girl.
Oh, because it's in the passenger seat, so it has weight.
Yeah, it can feel something in the seat.
Nice, Ainsley. Not you trying to put the seatbelt on the laptop?
Rhonda, this is so chaotic. We are never gonna get brand deals like
I know. AutoZone is like, never mind.
Deals like this.
Why?
I know.
What did I do?
No,
this
AutoZone
is a
is
chaotic crew.
The seatbelt is out.
Are you Sicilian?
Yes,
James?
I am actually Sicilian. I have a family in Palermo, and I visited a couple times. It's so beautiful. I love that
I
entire
was about
part
to say,
of
what
Italy.
was that like?
It was beautiful. It's like that feels like the real Italy, because in Italy, like you always envision like super quiet, nice countryside type deal.
Yes.
That's what it is in Sicily. It's very much that same vibe. When you go north in Italy, you get that like in the Amalfi Coast, but everywhere else is tourist trap city where it's
I need
busy.
to be at the quiet
bustling.
part.
You gotta be. Sicily's beautiful. The countryside is incredible to see.
That sounds beautiful.
Can y'all hear me? Oh, okay, I was making sure.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Do y'all think Christian? What you said?
Go ahead and
Somebody
say
asked.
it. I'm sorry.
Do y'all think Christian propaganda was way what? Do y'all think Christian propaganda was way Vic and Chrissy were only seen praying? I don't really know what the fuck. And Vic has a whole PhD in social justice statistics and never brought up Black trauma or white relationships.
He did bring up Black trauma though.
She
He
did
did.
too. So that's also, I just don't know. I don't know what the Christian propaganda has to do with him having a PhD in social justice.
Are they trying
Um,
to, maybe Ainsley, they're trying to infer, like, right, that, because sometimes there are churches that will like push an agenda rather than push
okay.
the Bible. Do you know what I mean? So
Right, but we
maybe
never saw
that's it.
him do that.
No, I don't think
They were
so.
just strong in their faith.
Right. They were. Yeah, they were.
Because like Christine gave the same energy. Like they just were, very strong in their faith and moral
Yeah.
beliefs.
Yeah,
And I,
and Nick also said that they were like they would pray in the men's quarters and stuff too. So that wasn't just like a him and Christine thing. Like they were doing that in the men's quarters together. All
Yeah. He gives me the type, like, he's the type of person that will be like, can I pray for you?
like Pastor James.
Yeah,
that's right.
exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
I got to pray for y'all before the live
But
ends.
when they were talking about having kids, they were talking about like the struggles of like just the part of their kid that they'll never be able to relate to because of them being like in an interracial relationship. So I think they were very aware of the obstacles they face,
Yeah. Yeah. And those conversations are important to have, especially with, mixed children. You have to have that.
Absolutely.
Or mixed, really, yeah, you have to have those conversations.
Yeah, especially in today's like social climate, political
I know.
climate. Yeah.
I know. Because it didn't even feel this way like 10 years ago. I mean, it was still there. It existed. But now the animosity has kind of grown, sadly, from a certain side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were the only couple that really was having important conversations. Everybody else just kind of got lost in the fantasy.
They did. You're absolutely right.
No, everybody else got lost and they just trying to be influencers.
That's so true.
That's true.
Like that's all these people want to be. Look at Tyler doing she every day. Like she didn't almost annoy me. I was finna unfollow her because I was just like, you just being an influencer now, and it's just like I don't want to see that for real.
Facts. But she didn't have no other way to pivot though.
Mm-hmm.
And so she leaned into the thing that when people weren't dragging her for doing the most, they was talking about how she had that shit on. Because, I mean, she was one of the best dressed people in the pods. And so, the lane was already there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what else would we care about her for? No shade. Like, Ainsley and James, do y'all think Vic and Christine waited until marriage, which is why they wanted to elope? Only Sharonda left in her interview the box and elopement.
Oh, you mean nothing that Sharonda didn't bring up? Is that what they're trying to say?
I'm assuming.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
did
gonna
you talk about the box in your interview?
She wouldn't tell us who was in the box. She wouldn't tell us what was in the box, but she implied it was like a sexual thing.
I mean, you could tell by how he reacted.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like they got married and they waited. I believe them on that. Like they definitely waited.
The experiment was only 6 weeks.
That's true, Sharonda. Yeah.
Like this is long for 6 weeks.
I don't think they wanted to elope just so that they can hunch. I think they wanted to elope because they married because they were in love. And from what we already know, the show wasn't following them at first. So I think that was just them wanting to do, because, given the fact that they were like added back into the rotation of couples that they covered after the fact, I think that they were just making plans for forever because they knew they wanted to do forever with each other. But then because everything went the way that it went, they circle back, and that's how they got like to be included in the rotation of couples that got married. But I think that they waited. It probably was just a lot of kissing and over the clothes stuff, but I definitely think that they waited.
Never hurt nobody.
Yeah, I don't know. Dry humping should hurt somebody, but yeah, I think it was just a lot like that.
I mean, not that I know from experience, but dry humping does hurt. I think
he definitely ran that girl into the mattress. He twisted her up right nice.
And he told us, you already know.
He was too ready to get back to when she was like, my sister and my nephew are staying at the same hotel. He said, but they're not staying in a room with us.
Oh, right.
I need that.
Because you let them know you're going to be out of commission, girl.
I need that. If she ain't never knew what it felt like to walk a little crooked the next day, she
I bet
learned.
She know now. I know
For
that.
real. I do think he talked her through it. Like you can tell when they were like, I felt like we were intruding on their privacy after the wedding when they were like
Oh,
kissing
yeah.
and the camera was like behind, like, why are y'all in their business like that? He was already like saying something to her. I couldn't make out what she was saying. Huh?
They knew it was about to go down.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, they and they waited on purpose, I think, too, because they weren't like everybody else, and I think that even if they were in Cabo, they would probably still have waited. In my
Absolutely. Because
opinion.
I think that they really were focused on like making sure the relationship. I really do think God just brought them together. I believe that.
I agree. I mean, I think so too. And you know, when you put him at the center, watch him work. So,
and boy, did he show out with them. So,
why can't y'all make the light, bro?
Here she go. Oh, that lady is angry. She's an angry
I know, but
driver.
Why y'all driving so slow? Like, go.
This is exactly like, I feel like this happens on the road too. Like when I'm listening to my gospel music and I'm praying, and then someone cuts me off, and I'm like,
and the devil
there go the enemy.
You.
There go the enemy, right? That we were talking about the Lord, and somebody cut Sharonda off. You know.
They be aggy, bro. Like, just make the turn. It's a green light. Like, why y'all breaking and stopping and stuff? Make the light.
People hesitate. They're indecisive. You know.
They were too busy having real conversations. Yeah, I don't think they were too busy, because I think, like, you know, that's just like when you really connect with somebody and it's like not just off the physical, it's because like the conversation is good as shit. That yearning and burning be there. I just think that they had self-restraint. You know, like I just think that they really are. I think that they are really committed to their faith, which is beautiful. That's an honorable thing, because me and my house.
Yeah.
I need that.
We would have been hunched. We would have been hunched.
I would have been folded up. I'm sorry. So, you know, the Lord's still working on me though. I'm doing better every day.
I'm proud of you. Good.
Doing the best of what you got.
I'm doing the best with what I got. But they did great. So I think when he got her back in that room, bless her heart. Yeah, they definitely did. So I'm wishing the best for them. They're the only couple that we haven't heard no fucking weird shit from.
That is so
behind
true.
the scenes.
And we probably won't. We probably won't. They've already hired an agent. I'm sure it'll keep things, you know, away from them. I don't know. I mean, you have to imagine they have an image now.
You know what they should do if they want to like get fame off of this? I think that they should become a travel couple, and they should travel to honeymoon destinations.
Oh my gosh, that would be a great idea. They already got TurboTax.
You need to pitch that to them.
Okay.
Wow.
You need to pitch that to them, because that was actually. It's crazy how you can give other niggas all this great advice, but
shoot. No way.
Anyway.
These comments are really funny today.
I know.
You saw the one already, Ainsley?
What you laughing at?
Someone said you have to marry a good spicy black girl. That's what they told me that I.
A good spicy black girl.
Well, listen, you know, like Devonte got his old pasty type. You know, I have a type too, but
LadyLBish.
Melanated. You know what I mean? So
she gonna have just the right amount of seasoning.
That's right.
Why y'all think he got that Tony Satcheries? Please.
Hey, come on now. Listen, yeah, you didn't have to ask twice. You know,
somebody loving on him the right way.
So did we just lose Rhonda, Ainsley, or no?
No.
I can hear her. There she goes.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I got
Wi-Fi.
We couldn't see you.
Can you see me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How do we have Wi-Fi right now? Is it? Oh, because you're hotspotting your phone.
She probably has a hotspot on something. Oh, the lady is just taking us on her.
Wait, careful, Sharonda. Don't show the name of your hair salon.
Is this the time for us to be at the hair appointment with you, given the climate of everything?
Look,
She funny.
look, I'm doing the best I
James and
can. Okay.
Ainsley. I really think Sharonda connected so well with Vicky Christine. The best
Of
interview they
course.
did. Oh, I
That's
haven't watched
right.
the full interview. Is it up already?
Mhm. It's really good. It's a great interview, Sharonda. You did an awesome job. You asked
She
the
does a
best
great job with
questions.
all of her interviews, though.
I
Thank
I
you.
genuinely believe Sharonda is the best interviewer in the game, just because of
Yeah.
like the way she's able to connect to like her audience, but also connect to the talent. And
Yes.
what I think is so cool is like people try to emulate that style. I know Ainsley, we were talking about it with Sharonda a few weeks ago. So it's true, people try to emulate your style, but
The girls try to bite the flow, but it ain't gonna never taste the same. So,
that's right.
because Sharonda gives like she get that auntie energy like that. Like I like the way that she always makes the talent feel like they can drop their shoulders a little bit. And I think that allows them to open up because she also asks really great questions. It's just a great combination. I
I be
enjoy
trying.
seeing
I be
her.
trying. I be trying, y'all.
Even though she is chaotic, I do admire my girl. I really do.
Hmm.
Did you get a dress though?
I did. I got the dress that I showed you.
Which one? Not the one that we was like, not the first one.
You said about that pink dress. You ain't gonna never let that pink
No,
dress.
not the pink dress. The first one that you was like, I didn't want to pay the 12.
No, this one.
Oh, okay. Because you went to the okay.
Yeah.
Is it? Did she have it in? She had to order it.
Yeah, they gotta ship it to LA.
Of course, they have to ship it to LA. Because you were shaking the dice, babe.
Always and forever.
Is it gonna be on? Is it gonna be there on time?
It'll get there Monday
Okay,
or
cool.
Tuesday morning. No, it'll get there the morning of the premiere. I know. I know.
It's gonna have to work.
I said, but my computer is on 3%, and I forgot to take my charger with me. Um, so I appreciate y'all for holding it down all these weeks doing Love Is Blind. Like y'all have been such a blessing. I love chatting with y'all every single week. It's literally my favorite part of my Saturdays before I go get my hair done. And I'm excited that we're gonna do Imperfect Women. James, for the first
Yes.
2 episodes, you can live message me at Ainsley.
I will. Well, I'm gonna watch him now that I have it.
He's gonna be there though.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, like while he's watching it, because I love to get people's reaction
Oh
Oh,
yeah, because
that
you're gonna
yes.
you're gonna you're gonna go on a roller coaster.
of
Those
a
first two
crazy roller
episodes.
coaster every single episode. So, yeah, even though y'all were being some haters, you do have some Paradise recaps and Imperfect Women recaps coming this week.
Let's go.
I'm looking for my apology once they air. Thank you. But
And
yeah,
you're looking for their view too. They gotta view it and like it and comment.
exactly. So,
Got
but
to.
Imperfect Woman is really, really good. Like I really want y'all to know that. Okay,
Yeah,
it really is good.
that's gonna be a ride.
Like it's giving. It's giving. But yeah. Okay. I love you guys. I hope that you have an amazing Saturday. Thank you for coming on this ride along with me. And
Of
thank you
course.
for like, really hanging out with us. And we'll be back the next season of Love Is Blind. Typically comes out towards like September or something. So like
Yeah.
hopefully we'll be back again in September.
We'll be
But we'll be
back.
back next week for Imperfect Women.
We
Let's
will.
go.
So yeah.
Bye,
Let's go.
y'all.
Wash your
Love you
hands,
guys.
wash your ass, and be nice to somebody. Because it don't cost you nothing to be nice. Okay?
That
Love
part.
y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Love you
Bye.
guys.